So my youngest and I, along with my two older kids, found ourselves in an amazing place in Orlando filled with bumper boats and go-karts and swings that you could just see that went over top the whole entire city of Orlando. But during the whole entire day, no matter what we found ourselves doing, we kept on peering out into the distance, and we would see these people that were just flying up into the air like a slingshot. And no matter where we were in the park, we could see them just soaring through the air, and of course my heart fluttered because it's something that I've been wanting to do for the longest time. It has been on my bucket list. But my youngest was also thinking the same exact thing. You see, he would just be just like me. He would watch these people fling into the air, and he wanted to fly just like his mama. Now, my other two kids, my 13-year-old and my 10-year-old, did not share our same excitement. But throughout the whole entire day, he said, "Mom, am I old enough to go on that ride? Mom, can I go on that ride?" And I kept on thinking, dude, you're not even old enough to ride the big boy go-karts by yourself. There's no way on God's green earth that these people in Orlando are gonna let you go on this ride as an 8-year-old kid barely above 44 inches tall. Well, I was wrong. Stick around today to hear the rest of the story and how both of us got to go on a ride of a lifetime. Sometimes I think faith can look so many different ways to so many different people, and sometimes I think we make faith to be this hard thing that can't even really understand or be grasped. But really, with the presence of God, knowing that God's with us no matter what, we can do amazing, impossible things. In fact, my youngest showed me this in a new, incredible way. See, just like I was sharing earlier, we had this ride that's called the Orlando Slingshot. And keep in mind, all day we were busy doing the most, fun rides like go-karts, bumper boats, swings that overwent the entire city of Orlando. We were doing fun activities, but my kid and, myself wanted to do the slingshot. Now, the whole entire day, I kept in my back of my mind, I kept on telling him, buddy, you are just above 44 inches tall. You're not even tall enough to ride the big boy go-karts here at this place. I doubt they're really gonna let you get harnessed in this thing and get thrown millions of feet up in the air. They're just not gonna do that. I was wrong. As we ventured up to the desk to just ask and question about these tickets, the guy looked over at him and said, sure, if he fits the height limit, he can do it. And lo and behold, he was just a few inches above the minimum requirement. My boy was ecstatic, and I think honestly my oldest drew a big sigh of relief because he really didn't want to go on this ride. He had just a little bit of a fear of heights. So we got to go on the Orlando Slingshot together. It was amazing. Now I have to admit, and if you've ever done anything like this, you know that everybody deals with it in a different way. But for me, I usually don't think things through completely all the way. So as we get ready to go on this ride, I remember that I have to take out my hearing aids. So I'm doing this ride, you guessed it, completely deaf. So I'm trying to make sure that the guys running the ride have an idea of, my hearing loss, just in case, I'm riding with my youngest child and he has hearing loss, so his hearing aids are out too. So basically, the mom and the child are both deaf, getting ready to ride this ride. Yeah, okay, so now that you're with me, my two oldest immediately grabbed the phone, grabbed the other video camera, and off we go. Okay, so we get in the ride and we're getting all cozy there, and right about the time they started lowering us into the ground, reality hit to me that we were about to fling up in the air. So I thought I was ready, and laughter is my way of just calming myself down. And I look over, and I couldn't see him at the time, but I noticed that my youngest child sitting beside me was calm. This was the boy that was asking me the whole entire day, Mom, can I go with you? Mom, this is gonna be so exciting. Mom, can we go on the slingshot? He was just so excited the whole entire day, and all of a sudden he was quiet.
guys, you liked it?
That was awesome. Yeah. We flung up into the air. The ride was completely amazing. I was laughing the entire time. But after we got back down on the ground and I saw that he was okay, because my mama's heart, I was having a little bit of a hard time throughout the ride because I couldn't really hear him and I couldn't see him. I didn't realize how hard that was gonna be until we got back down to the ground. We got back to the ground and I remember having this conversation with him. You know, it was later after we survived the ride, and we did, you all. It was a really, really fun ride. So if you had the chance to do it, you even get free t-shirts. I mean, you can get flicked up into the air and you get free t-shirts and you get a video. I mean, who wouldn't do that? A lot of sane people would not do that. But anyway, I'm not one of them. So we got back to the ground, and I'll never forget, I had this conversation with my kiddo immediately after the ride, and we were about to go get our picture taken in front of the building because we wanted a photo of the moment that we had together. And I looked at him and said, buddy, were you scared at all during that ride? He's like, no. And then as soon as he said no, he looked at me and was like, Mom, I knew you were gonna be with me the whole time. And I thought about that, like, wow, that's kind of what faith looks like, doesn't it? If we know that God's gonna be with us no matter what, that gives us the encouragement, that gives us the power, that gives us the endurance to go through anything in life, doesn't it? I look back at that video later because I couldn't see this fear on my kid's face. You guys, it was there. You can see those moments, and it's funny because we can laugh about it now because we know he was fine before the ride and we know that he was fine after the ride. But the way that he made it through was nothing of his own endurance. He did it because he knew I was going to be with him the whole entire time. Maybe you just need that encouragement today, because that really sunk deeply in my heart afterwards. I was reminded that no matter what, that God is with me no matter what happens. And that alone can give me the encouragement, can give me the power, can give me the endurance to go through any and all of life's circumstances. The one thing that I love about the Psalms is that David writes no matter what emotion that he's feeling, he writes because he knows who's with him. God. Even if he's doubting, even if he's crying out to God for help, he's crying out to God for help. He knows that God's with him. So maybe that's just encouragement for you today, to just grab that little bit of faith like my little kid taught me. At 8 years old, he has more faith in his mama that honestly he really needs to give me, to be honest. Just keeping it real. Because I couldn't have protected him at all from this giant slingshot. We were both being flung up into the air together. There's nothing I could have done. But our God, the creator of the universe, the one who sent Jesus down to earth to die and raise again in 3 days, the one who holds the power to sin and death and hell itself, that amazing God, that amazing power is in through us, the power of the Holy Spirit. You guys, he is literally in us. He is literally working through us no matter what goes on in this life. So, we might not be jumping inside of a slingshot anytime soon, or maybe you are, I don't know. But you can hold one thing true, that God is with us. The power of God is with us no matter where we go, no matter what we're up against. So, go ride the slingshot, or okay, just take that next step of faith that you need to do today. Remember, dare to do more than just survive, step out and thrive. See you guys next time. Hopefully not on a slingshot, just saying. In a slingshot, are you ready? It's gonna be awesome, we're excited. Okay, here we go. Youngest person ever to go on the slingshot, right here. Yeah, we got this, we're excited. I'm excited, it's been on the bucket list for a long time. So we're excited about this. We got this, right?
I know, she's gonna get to this.
I'm a little nervous.
A little?
Just a little right now.
I'm not nervous.
Are you nervous? No. I'm a little nervous.
I'm not.
And I'm going without my hearing aids in, so.
Me too.
Yeah, you guys gotta get us going down in there, because that's when I'm gonna freak out. I'll be fine until we start going down in the hole.
I'll try to do it from here.
Alright, can we do this? Here we go.
Oh, you're going to die.
Alright, guys, you ready?
What? Oh, this. I don't know why she did How was it?
Hey, can I have a hand? That was awesome. I want to do it again. It was better than I thought it was going to be. So what do you think, Matt? Over on that side.
What do you think, Matthew?
It was actually awesome.
Hold on. Yes.
I'm definitely going to go in and do the 36.